How you doing? It's Francesco over here at Classic Lexus, and today I'd like to introduce to you the all-new 2019 LS. Or wait a minute, this is an es350. Wow, it's hard to tell the difference between the two. Up here we have the F-Sport grille, as well as these upgraded triple beam LED headlights that'll illuminate the road more efficiently, keeping you and your passengers safe and alert, allowing you to see deeper and wider into that night drive, preventing collisions. Also, for safety, we have parking sensors over here, and what these do is they basically are proximity sensors, letting you know if you get too close to another object, both on the front and the back, as there are two sensors on each corner of the vehicle, assisting you while you park, and that's why we call this Park Assist. The feature I really love about this car is that the hood raises almost effortlessly, utilizing these dual high-pressure gas shocks, revealing a powerful yet fuel-efficient 3.5-liter V6. This vehicle has the windshield washer fluid reservoir as well as the battery mounted right up front. Very easy to get to for these common maintenance items. For Lexus, they're going to offer you your first year of maintenance, or your first two maintenances complimentary. That includes your first 2 tire rotations and your first oil change at no expense to you. What's nice is that these oil changes are done every 10,000 miles, as we do have synthetic oil. Another nice feature is that the motor is built on what's called breakaway motor mounts. So should you ever get into a higher speed frontal collision, the motor will drop and slide under the car, not into the cabin, to protect your legs and ankles. The warranty on our vehicles are a 4-year, 50,000 mile comprehensive warranty that covers everything except wear and tear items like windshield wipers, tires, brake pads, things like that. And the powertrain warranty, your higher priced items like the engine, transmission, anything the oil touches, that's covered for an additional term, and that extends out to a 6-year, 70,000 mile coverage span. All right, looking at this 2019 ES350 F Sport, we're going to see the upgraded lightweight aluminum alloy rims. It has that graphite finish to them. Also, disc brakes all the way around, which are going to improve stopping capability, as well as lower maintenance on your brakes. Our vehicle is also equipped with anti-lock brakes, traction control, stability control, as well as a gambit of other collision preventative systems. I'd like to point out the camera right up here. So this camera actually monitors the lines on the road as you're driving to assist you with keeping you in the lanes. All those systems can be adjusted, and the sensitivity can be altered to what's more comfortable for you. Whether you want a vibrating steering wheel, whether you want to hear an audible tone, that can all be changed for you. And I think it's really important to just recognize that these features are now standard. Along with that, you also have dynamic radar cruise control, which allows you to set your cruise control and let the car adjust the speed to the vehicles around you. With that, we also have collision detection. So if you're not paying attention, if you reach down to grab something off the floor, or you look at your phone, God forbid, the vehicle will attempt to mitigate a collision by applying the brakes. Over here we have breakaway folding mirrors with this nice, sleek, new LED side marker indicator that will allow drivers next to you, knowing that you have your blinker on. You are trying to get over, and we're going to try and prevent an accident. If you did bump this mirror, it's going to bend in, and it's also going to bend this way if you backed into something. What's really neat is that your blind spot monitor right here will illuminate, letting you know that somebody's in your blind spot to help you prevent a collision. Also, behind the glass, they have a heating element that melts ice off in the winter in case it rains in the winter and leaves a nice sheet of ice there. Our vehicles will actually melt that off to increase your visibility looking backwards, just to keep you safe and alert. Point out your fuel economy. You do get 22 miles per gallon in the city and 31 miles per gallon on the highway, and an average 25, which is phenomenal for a V6 with the horsepower that this vehicle brings at 302 horsepower. That type of fuel economy is just an added perk. All right, now as we make our way around the rear of the vehicle, you're going to see a completely redesigned rear end. It's absolutely stunning, so reminiscent of the LS. As you can see here, we have this nice floating spoiler, gives it a nice sporty look. The rear bumper applique, the F-Sport badging here. and your backup camera. This backup camera is a nice bubble lens, will allow you to see a lot wider than what's behind you, but as you're backing out of a parking spot, this vehicle is also equipped with sonar sensors built right into the side of your bumpers that actually detect whether a vehicle's coming down an aisle. It's called rear cross traffic alert. That's an audible tone, and it lets you, hey, don't back up any further because someone's coming. Under the trunk, you got a lot of storage space back here, and you know, from the factory, they roll up your trunk mat. You have your all-weather mats and your cargo mat. They're all back here. Underneath all of this, you do get a compact spare with Lexus, which is really nice. Something we're seeing less and less of. There's more, you know, flat tire, fix-a-flat type of kits in the back. Lexus is still offering a compact spare, which doesn't affect fuel economy all that much because it's a lot more lightweight, but it is the correct size for the suspension, so you're not affecting that in any negative way. This fuel cap has a little safety cord attached to it to keep you from leaving it behind, and also a small bezel to rest it on while you refuel. It works a lot better when you're using your dominant hand, but other than that, I mean, we're in. So what's really nice about this car is that it does take regular fuel. So let's take a step inside the car. I want to show you how you lock and unlock it. So with the key fob in hand or in your pocket, I can lock the car simply by swiping that little dimple you see there, and then unlocking it by simply touching the inside of the handle. Let's take a step inside. We got a completely new interior, technology, safety that far exceeds what anybody expected for this vehicle, and it's very refreshing, you know, for all of us, even the folks who you know, have seen these in the concept stage drawings and some of those spoiler alerts. Seeing it in person is just absolutely mind-blowing. These huge Mark Levinson speakers, 1800 watt, 17 speaker Mark Levinson system is mind-blowing, allowing you to hear songs you've heard thousands of times for the first time. I put in some Dave Matthews, and I'll tell you what, I was hearing some of Carter's percussion that I never heard before in my life. We have programmable seating, power windows and locks, and you know, your seat adjustments are right down here, easy to get to. It doesn't take up any room on the door. Door panel's nice and clean. You got your basic seat adjustments right here. This vehicle is also equipped with heads-up display, which is really cool. Let's get in here and get that turned on. All right, so the second I started up, I feel like somebody that I respect just gave me a real big hug. And let's take a look here. So this F-Sport cluster here is really, really cool. I love how it actually moves the entire center display over, also allowing you access to your menu. But what's really nice is that you still get access to your digital speedometer, which I know we've all been you know, wondering, why can't I get my digital speedometer? Well, no more worries in that regard. F-Sport, non-F-Sport, we're going to give you the opportunity to get digital speedometer up on your display. Steering wheel is laid out very easily. They did remove the cruise control stalk off of the traditional area and kept it nice and clean, nice and trim. And let's take a look at the heads-up display. So, you know, you're not going to be able to see it through the camera, so I'm just going to tell you right now, it's very clear. It's adjustable. I can raise it up and down depending on my height and where I sit. I can also adjust the brightness so that I can see it during the day, or if it's too bright at night, I can reduce that to give myself a little bit more, less eye fatigue and a little bit more focus on the things that are important to me. Got this nice 12.3-inch upgraded display. I mean, this is just absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, if I could say mind-blowing about every feature and still have the same intensity, I would do it, but I understand it's starting to lose some of its charm. Having a display like this in the ES is exactly what we've wanted. You have the ability to go full screen with your navigation. You have access to Apple CarPlay now if you did want to project you know, your maps from your phone on the screen. built-in navigation on the one we're in here. But the Apple CarPlay allows you to use the data from your phone, and bam, you have your maps right up on the screen. Heated and cooled seats allows for perfect climate control. The color of the interior no longer matters. We have heated and ventilated seats. We have a brand new slate haptic remote touch display, and this allows access to the screen here, as you can see. We'll go over that more a little bit later, but I just wanted to bring that up. I really, really love this little slot that they put here for your cell phone. If your phone doesn't fit or your case is too cumbersome for this slot, just pull this out and slide your phone in. I just love the versatility that they're bringing, along with the USB ports, auxiliary ports, CarPlay, space for your phone. They're really starting to make adjustments for those of us who really do want to stay connected. Now, I wanted to point out the center console. This button here will allow you access to your center console, and you will have your Qi charger, which is your remote, your wireless charging dock. You just slide your phone on there, and boom, it'll trickle charge your phone and keep you at least where your phone was when you got in the car. But it will raise up the battery life for you as well. Along with that, all of the newer iPhones are going to be capable. Samsung's capable, and if the passenger wants to access this phone, check this out. So over here on this side, you have another button that will actually allow you to open the center console from both sides, allowing easy access for both the driver and the passenger. All right. The F-Sport package does offer a little sportier of a steering wheel. The F-Sport badging here, billet aluminum pedals down here, a little stiffer sport tune suspension and stiffer steering, and I think it's definitely something for you to come out here and test, because salespeople, loyal Lexus owners, the admin that come in from Lexus to help promote certain products, to teach us about features, these trainers, they've all said it's going to be a tough distinction between the LS and the ES. For those of you who haven't driven Lexus before, you hop in an ES and you're going to get similar ride quality, similar technology. The LS does take these features to a completely different level. For almost half the price, you're going to be getting a vehicle that is absolutely, I dare I say, mind-blowing. So take a minute to come out to your local Lexus dealer and give this thing a whirl.